Yeah, so Amanda wants to know, what was the worst trouble that I've ever been in my life? Well, Amanda, you didn't really tell me what kind of trouble. Do you mean parental trouble, cop trouble, cheesecake trouble? You know, there's a lot of different kinds of trouble. I'm just going to assume that you mean parental trouble, because that's the worst kind. Worse than cops. So much more worse than dropping the soap in jail trouble, too. But anyway, let me set the scene. Myrtle Beach. We were at Broadway on the beach. I'm probably 12-ish, perhaps 13. My friend, I think it's about 14, he is with me. And our family's there, and we're enjoying a nice snow cone on Broadway at the beach. Anyway, let's just say, we saw a magic shop. We really wanted to go into it. So we get ready to go, and we're like, well, we gotta tell our parents. We told our parents where they were going, well, where we were going, and you know what they said? They said, oh yeah, go ahead, because you know how parents are. They're just having fun down in Myrtle Beach, and they tend to forget. So they really actually weren't paying attention to us, and they didn't hear us. So anyway, we go into the magic shop. It's filled with tricks, people performing parlor tricks, of course. There's puppets doing the nasty. There's everything we could want. There was even a wooden dummy. I mean, God, there was even cards just flying at us like this. It was actually some dude making us do 52 card pickup. We didn't actually like that. That was the only part of the magic shop we didn't like. But anyway, so we leave. Our pockets are empty because we didn't steal anything, and also we spent all of our money on tricks. So anyway, our parents were actually looking for us because we couldn't find them. They weren't in the spot where they were having fun. But anyway, my mom finally comes up, hugs me. She finds me after about 20-some minutes. Then their family, like my friend's family, comes up, hugs him. And I was all good, but my dad wasn't anywhere in sight. I was like looking all around, and then I looked at my cup of lemonade and it was going it was rippling, and I didn't know why. I knew something big was coming, so I looked over the horizon. What did I see? I saw my father. I saw my father coming at the group with the speed of a hungry cat. You know, when you rattle the food box. So anyway, I was like, well, that's cool. There's Dad, so we can get ready to leave. Well, I look at him. He looks at me, and this is his face when I'm talking. And I was a little scared, just a little bit, but then I knew I was in a lot of trouble when it turned to this. The evil look. Oh God, that is so much worse, so worse than this. That's bad. That's very bad. So anyway, I try to run. I'm like, oh, where did all this snow come from? Obviously, I was trapped. My legs were completely frozen from like a blizzard that just happened right on my legs. It wasn't even on anyone else's legs. I try to run. He comes up with the force of an Acme anvil right here on my arm. It was the crack heard round the world. My best friend at the time actually called me the next day when I was in the trauma center, and he said, are you okay? I heard that crack clear in Ohio. And I was like, dude, no, I don't feel good. Because he actually hit me hard enough that my voice box completely flew out and they had to do a transplant with like a dead man. But anyway, yeah, so exaggerations aside, he actually hit me hard enough that skin peeled from my arm. It was very, oh God, it was very devastating. And I mean, I know this seems more like a harm story than a trouble one, but see, this is where the trouble started. That's when I knew I was in trouble. That is probably why that's the most trouble I've ever been in. So anyway, thanks Amanda. If you guys have any questions that you want answered on YAQMA, go ahead and send them to sumfight@gmail.com. And don't forget to put YAQMA questions as the subject. Thanks guys. You've been wonderful. Peace. My knee's cracked.